That for a pre-ride routine, it doesn't sound strange. What's up? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Cycle Talk. I am your host, Mr. Robb Armstrong. And who am I? I'm a recreational cyclist, bro. I don't got no crazy FTP, and I might get dropped on the group ride, but that's just me in a nutshell, right? Hey, if you like the content, please consider subscribing. I have over 4,000 watch hours. I need more subscribers. I need like 250 more subscribers. But anyway, jumping right into the episode, these are the three things we talk about today. We are talking about Zwift Data Fields. We are talking about pre-ride routines, and we are talking about Chinese electronic group sets. Ooh, that's going to be a good one right there. So, Zwift, right? I wish that when you are on Zwift, you could customize the data fields to the data that you wanted to see. And I don't know why Zwift hasn't got to that point yet. And I feel like there's enough people Zwifting and paying every month that we should be able to get that. You know, just like if you got your Garmin or you have your Wahoo and you have the specific data fields that you want to see, I wish I could do that within Zwift. And the main one that I really want to see is the watts per kilo. I honestly feel like the rest of the information that's on the screen, it's there, it's presentable, but I really want to see that watts per kilo. And you know that, the watts per kilo is on the little right side, and it's so freaking small, man. And I really want that data most of the time, like when I'm Zwift racing, because like if I'm trying to manage where I'm at in the group and I'm trying to see what someone else is doing, I just know when that thing turn orange, that means they are coming. They are after you 100%. So I really want to change that. Now, there is a kind of semi-hack for the watts per kilo, right? If you use the Zwift companion app, and I often use that specifically when I'm racing, when you are on the Zwift companion app and it shows you the watts and it's in orange, if you touch the watts, it will change to watts per kilo and it'll display that. That's pretty dope, right? And I like that you can kind of toggle through it there. And I usually have my phone like on a tripod, and it's usually right in my vision when I'm Zwift racing. So I usually hit that watts, switch it over to watts per kilo, and I can see that data. But I wish it was on the big screen. And another thing that's cool about switching it on the Zwift companion app, if you switch it from watts to watts per kilo, when you close out the app, the next time you go on the app, it shows up whatever you saved it as last. So if you left it at watts per kilo last, when you log back in, it's going to be on watts per kilo. So that's kind of a hack, but I wish we can change the data fields within Zwift to whatever you wanted to. And am I the only one that feels like that? Let me know what you think, right? So the next thing, right? Pre-ride routines, right? Is there anything that you do specifically before your rides, right? So there's two things that I do pretty much before every ride. The one thing I do is check my tire pressure. I check my tire pressure and I inspect my tires. And one of the main reasons why I do that is because I run latex tubes, right? And with latex tubes, they don't maintain pressure like a regular tube, and you kind of got to stay on it just like a little bit more. But I still get in the habit of checking my pressure and just inspecting the tires, right? And that for a pre-ride routine, it doesn't sound strange. I think a lot of people do that, right? But another thing I do, right? When I ride, I wear bibs, right? When I ride, and let's say I got all my stuff packed up, it's in the little truck, I got my bike on the bike rack, and I'm getting ready to go out to wherever I'm riding to, I don't wear my straps, bro. I usually have like a base layer on, and then my straps, I usually have my straps hanging. And when I say hanging, I'm talking about like some 90s overalls, bro. I have them down, and I never put my straps on until I'm about to go ride. It's like when the straps go on, hey, it's time to go. I mean business. So if you see me and I'm walking around and my straps are off, don't worry about me. But as soon as I put them straps on, bro, it's time to it's time to go. And I don't know when I started doing that, but I just noticed it one day. I just noticed it one day. I was like, man, I never put my straps on until I ride. So that's like part of my pre-ride routine. I check my tire pressure, inspect my tires, and I'm not putting them straps on until it's time to go. So what are some of your pre-ride routines that you do before you go out on a on a cycling ride, right? So, number three, Chinese electronic group sets. Oh my goodness, this is about to be huge, man. The Chinese have been making a lot of noise, man. You got a lot of Chinese carbon, a lot of Chinese carbon fiber bikes, but the group set, I don't know if you're familiar with this brand. It's LTWOO. I call them LT. Woo! That's that's what I call them, right? But L-twoo just released their electronic group set. I'm gonna put a little picture up so you can see it, right? Now, this is just a thumbnail from their video. And of course, I can't show you their video because it's not my content, but I will put a link. I think I got 2 links to videos that they just released showing their electronic group set. And man, it looks dope, man. It's going to be hydraulic too. So I'm really interested in that. And you know how when you have an electronic group set and you want to set it up, like you got the eTube app for Shimano, and I don't know what the SRAM one is called, but SRAM has a little app as well, and you can kind of do some stuff. They even got their own little app out already, man, and the app looks dope, man. I cannot wait for this group set to come out. What I really need, right? I need elves to send me a disc brake frame set so I could buy this L-twoo electronic group set and build a new bike, man. Like, that is what I really, really want. What do y'all think, man? Do y'all think it's going to be reliable? I think the real thing is going to be the price point. What is going to be the price point to get into electronic shifting, man? I really think that's where they're gonna make some noise at. But another thing, like the aesthetics of it with the black and the gold lettering, oh man, it looks good. It's a sexy looking group set, and I cannot wait for it, man. But that's all I got for y'all, man. This is another episode of Cycle Talk. Like I said, if you are liking the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I need your subscriptions, man. Subscribe to the channel, and that's all I got for y'all. I am out.